Some of those titles, Diablo 4 in particular, in more recent history, the fastest selling title. And then there's the company story of everything that happened in the last 12 months. How'd you write a book about it?
Yeah, man, I've been frantically rewriting the ending over the last couple of weeks. Yeah, it's quite a story. It's a 33-year history that I'm chronicling in this book, starting with two UCLA students who set out to start a video game company and wound up building an empire that became thousands of people, billions of dollars, and many, many millions of fans.
Jason, you've written a couple of best-selling books, so I'm interested as to what sort of reception you tend to get to these books. Who are the audience that really gravitate towards these sort of journeys, these stories? Is it ever an introduction to those that don't know that much about the gaming industry?
Yeah, it's funny. My first two books were kind of where there were anthologies, including a bunch of stories. So a lot of people could kind of glom onto them and find an interesting story, a company that they had heard of or a game that they played. But I also tried to make them appeal to the mainstream. And with this one, I've tried even harder to make it something that my mom would read. My mom hasn't read my first two books, but hopefully she'll read this one. Yes, I think there are a lot of gamers out there who will want to read this book, who will find it interesting, who will get a lot out of the behind the scenes details and the creative struggles and the development stories and the games and just knowing the story behind World of Warcraft and Overwatch and Hearthstone. But I also think that it'll be really interesting to anyone who is interested in kind of behind the scenes corporate stories, stories like The Social Network, stories like Bad Blood, stories that are about companies that grow and their cultures and how they evolve and the kind of the trials and tribulations along the way.
And the story keeps going behind the scenes because the latest is Joanna Faries, who ran the Call of Duty business, is now taking the helm at Blizzard, I think I'm right in saying. Did you keep up with that?
Yes, my editor is waiting for me to send over a revised version of the ending. Yeah, I'm spending the next couple of weeks kind of revising the ending, changing a few things. And yes, unfortunately, there was a mass layoff and a game cancellation just a couple of weeks ago. Kind of a tragic way for the new era of the company under Microsoft to begin. Microsoft, of course, purchased them for $69 billion in a deal that closed in October. And one of Microsoft's first moves was to slash a bunch of jobs. So yes, I will be incorporating that into the manuscript. But at a certain point, yes, this book has to end, and it'll include up through just about the present day.